SFH, Still Fucking Here, is a clothing and apparel brand built to change the world. We are survivors, warriors, and fighters. We are tenacious, relentless, and vigilant. We've been through hell and made it out the other side, and now we are determined to spend our lives giving back to those who need help in their fight. Whether you are a cancer survivor, recovering addict, a survivor of an abusive relationship, someone who has fought to gain control of their health, or a wounded vet such as myself, or simply someone that is fighting a battle and proud of how far you've come, we are with you. 50% of all net proceeds from our brand will be given back to those that need it most, and this will be for the life of our company. Join us in our mission. Buy some awesome gear like this, wear it proudly, spread the word. We are in this together. We are still fucking here. I end up feeling a need, like I feel like I'm...
Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to Relentless Racing. We got the Cup Series here tonight. First race in the round of 12 here at Kentucky. I see drivers get qualifying underway. You see the names and numbers pop up on your screen. Playoff drivers will be in yellow. Their numbers will be yellow. Non-playoff drivers' numbers will be white. To help you guys at home keep along on who's in the playoff and who is not. I currently watch Angel. Actually on board here with Angel for his qualifying lap. See if there's any downshifting or anything like that. Kentucky, very interesting track. 3 and 4, or 1 and 2 is kind of your normal cookie cutter mile-and-a-half corner, and 3 and 4 when we really got to get that car slowed down and get it hugged to the bottom, lower banking. I did see some cars getting loose off the corner. See if Angel downshifts here. Yeah, Angel downshifts to 4th to go into the corner. Surprisingly not hugging that yellow line though. See right there, that car kind of wanted to kick out a little bit as he exited the corner. Little bit of a slide off of 4, but he was able to keep it going straight. Currently had Morris, fortunately getting eliminated last round, qualifying P1 as of right now. I think Angel misses the bottom right there in 3 and 4. He saw it get tight. Probably going to affect his drive off, or not drive off, his qualifying lap. You're currently P10 on the board. Across the start-finish line this time by Angel Hernandez is gonna, unfortunately, not better his time, and you can tell he is frustrated with that. Sends the car into the wall. Chase Walbing Harden currently P5 on the board in that number 5 machine. We got out there. I think Ethan's completing his second lap here, maybe. Maybe he just tagged the wall. And Ethan not able to better his time. Starting to look like the fast lap is lap 1. I haven't seen no one better their time yet. Let's see what Rich can do here on his first lap out.
Considering the situation, I don't think he cares.
Richmond crosses the line 20 seconds slow.
Yeah, before he started.
Always like Kentucky. You see Richmond overshoots 3 and 4. That's definitely gonna hurt his time. something we might see a lot here tonight. People just entering 3 a little too hot, drifting up the track. I think if we do have any yellows of cause, I think 3 is probably going to be our kryptonite here tonight. It looks like everyone's done qualifying. Brandon Park out there turning laps. Actually, this is his first lap here. Channel. And currently, Moore is stealing that pole away from a playoff driver. As it sits right now, we get that point for pole. Granted, it's not really going to help him as he is out of the playoff. Brandon Park just qualified 8th, quickest that last time by. Still got one more lap left. Does he get time? He does. Just barely enough time to get this last lap complete for the 17 of Brandon Park. Brandon Park will cross the start-finish line. Currently sitting 8th. See if he can better his time. No, he cannot. So, looks like everyone tonight, their fast lap was lap 1. Didn't really see anybody that I was watching get a better lap time on lap 2. As Park's going to blink out. It's going to end qualifying. Well, we're starting lineup here tonight for the first race in round of 12. All right, so kicking off in that pole position is Ed Morris Jr. Outside of him, Davey Hendricks. Row 2, you got Bill Moore and Johnny Brugg. Or Roberts likes to say Brugg. Scott Stewart and Chase Walbanghard in row 3. Row 4, you got Barrel Boy Matt Fornes of Brandon Park. Zach Bucher and Dakota Orndorff. Row 5. Row 6, the Dozer, Jeff Medlin and Ethan Flanagan. Going to row number 7, you got Sam Sundstrom and Andrew Kolb. Angel Hernandez and John Fassbender, row 8. Row 9, Jonathan Nance, Evan Ludy. Mitchell Conley and Tony Frey, row 10. Going to row 11, Cedric Proso, Justin Barkley, Mr. Barkley. Kevin Jordan, Matthew Richmond, row 12. You got row 13, Mike Simone and Greg Rogers, the furthest back playoff driver. He's going to have his work cut out for him tonight to get a good points night going. Alan Kewins and Edward Morris Senior, maybe Junior's first name is Edward. I don't know. Row 14, around the field in that final starting spot is Connor Rennell in the number 9 machine, the 29th. 150 laps of racing here tonight. Stage breaks at lap 40 and 80. Fuel run. I'm kind of curious if they can go 40 laps. I want to say they can. It might be pushing it, especially with them downshifting. I think if you're trying to save fuel or if it's tight, we might see people just ride around in 5th gear just to save fuel. But with Kentucky being the way it is and how difficult we saw during qualifying, difficult time drivers had getting that car glued to the bottom through 3 and 4, I have a gut feeling we might see a caution or two here tonight. As a matter of fact, I want to say both races so far here in the playoffs, I think the initial start has had a caution. I know for a fact Rockingham initial start was a yellow. I can't remember if Vegas, our initial yellow, our first caution was on the start or if it was a couple laps later. But we have had early cautions in both playoff races so far here this playoffs for Season 6 in the Cup Series. Another thing to keep track of is this is a playoff race, but we do got the finals in the... Whoops. It's not the right link. Do got the finals in the bracket tournament that Joe Robert has set up for us. I know Davey is one of them. The other driver is actually Greg Rogers. So the best qualifying playoff driver and the worst qualifying playoff driver here tonight going at it for that I guess, playoff bracket championship, if that's what you want to call it. I like the bracket. I just wish if we did it next season, we don't do it around the playoffs. Because I wasn't really looking at it. As far as when it came to the playoffs, I was more focused on getting points. But Morris, Henderson, Lewis, green flag out in the air, and underway we go. 150 laps of racing here at Kentucky. Great race right there by the number 7, Ed Morris. Just behind them, we have Moore looking to the inside of Johnny Brugg for third, as Moore sending it to the inside, 3 wide for a split second. Rolling through 1 and 2. Morgan take advantage that go jump from third to second, just rolling through the first corner. Behind them, Scott Stewart tucking in behind Davey Hendricks. And the first 2 wide racing action we got is Matt Forns. 2 wide with that number 5 machine to Chase Hard. And just behind them, we have Brandon Park and the Dozer going at it. And Bucher rocking Chase Briscoe scheme from when he won Darlington last season. Hoping that scheme keeps his luck going. Oh, almost contact between Medlin and Park. Seeing the 0-0, Davey Hendricks looking to the inside of William Moore to enter turn number 3. So far, these guys have kept it green. A lot of cars back here near the 35 of Ethan Flanagan. Oh, that's Sam Sundstrom getting loose to 3 and 4. Sam had a moment there, lost quite a few spots. And here comes the 21 of Greg Rogers. The big benefit of Greg starting towards the back is if he can get a really good finish here tonight, he can get another bonus point for most positions gained. Currently, that 21 machine of Greg Rogers already up 7 spots, now 8 as he's looking to the inside of Jonathan Nance here in just the first 3 laps of this race. Back towards the front we go. You got Johnny Brugg looking around William Moore. William Moore made a really good move on that first lap. Unfortunately, now losing some spots. Back here to Chase Harden, trying to battle with the 27 of Stewart, and just behind them you have the 17 of Brandon Park. But back towards the front we go as the action is brewing up here. These guys are going at it, and it's just allowing Ed Morris to pull away from these guys right now. Half a second lead for that number 7 machine. If Bruggs able to clear the 0-0 of Davey Hendricks. Scott Stewart hard on the outside wall for turn number 2. I'm really curious to see if these guys can make it on fuel. So far, at the top 10, all but 2 are playoff drivers. Leave the cat alone. Sorry what my dog was whining about. Mr. Toods. Oh, Coleman's loose. Gets sideways. Koch is going to fly. 6 of Frey involved. Oh, Richmond barely making it through. What happened here to Andrew Kolb? Andrew Kolb running the outside line. Oh, the car just broke free by itself, and unfortunately nowhere for the 91 of Ludi to go. 19 of Barkley involved. Tony Frey hits the outside wall. Matthew Richmond barely making it through. I think that was Orndorff in the 42 that had a close call as well. It was. I gotta hold down the brakes. Whoo!
If I had money, I'll buy you some cheese.
So if fuel was close, it should help the drivers make it to the end of the stage if anyone does choose to pit here. It looks like everyone's staying out for the most part towards the front. Andrew Kolb, unfortunately, out of the race after that wreck. Like Tony Frey, Richmond, Brosel, they're all coming down pit lane. Barkley as well. He has a lot of damage. I think he's out as well. He is. Look at Tony Frey's, man. Tony Frey's damage. There we go. He has quite a bit of right front damage on that Valvoline machine.
I don't mean to chuckle, but You can put an Apple tag on him. Send me your game shows.
Alrighty, should be coming to 1 degree this time by. Morris still leading the way. Has led every lap so far here tonight.
A kill's a kill, no matter how small.
Everybody starts to double it up. Morris choosing the outside line, or inside line here. Speaking of choosing, mentioned it was Thorns. I can't remember if it was Tuesday or Monday. I think it was Tuesday. Did see something that iRacing patch notes about possible choose cone coming in effect for hosted racing, aka also league racing. So should be interesting to see how they implement that. And also kind of curious. I don't think Tony would implement that in the RRL until next season. A lot of the reason for it, one being you don't want to implement a new choose cone halfway through season, especially during the playoffs. Starting next week, all 4 series will be playoff racing. Last race racing for ARCA is tomorrow night. Another reason for it being is iRacing has a tendency when they release new stuff, aka like the Geico Restart Zone, it has a tendency to be very, very buggy. So I do not foresee us using it this season if it does come out with a season update in 2 or 3 weeks, but possibly will be used for next season. And I'm kind of looking forward to it. I do race on the league on Friday nights with this a choose cone. I like the ability to be able to choose which lane I want to restart in. Speaking of restarts, Morrison leads back to greens. The entrance to Geico Restart Zone. Green flag back out in the air. Back on the way we go here at Kentucky. Really good restart there out of that number 7, Ed Morris. The 84, William Moore looking inside of Johnny Brugg. Oh, I could have done green. I just thought about that. I might do green next week. Yellow's always seemed fitting for cup championship numbers as far as I'm concerned. And Moore once again taking advantage, restarting that inside line. Row number 2 moved his way back into second. Just behind them, you have Davey Hendricks looking to try to grind this number 5 of Hardin. Mr. Walbing having a solid run here early in this race here on lap 11, looking to get some crucial stage points here tonight, as stage points are absolutely crucial when it comes to playoff racing. Every point matters. I think Morris missed the playoff by like just 4 or 5 points. So I mean, you got to think if you just better your spot in one stage, get a better finish by 1 position in each stage and the race. That's 3 points a race. So Moore's kind of probably looking back at what he could have done possibly differently to advance into this round of 12. I mean, he's currently leading the way though. Saw Davey hit the wall, come off the turn number 4. Let's go on board with some drivers here. Let's kick it off and let's go on board as a driver in P number 4, the 27 of Scott Stewart. Something interesting I'm noticing is Stewart's downshifting into 4th and 1 and 2. Really didn't see that during qualifying when we're right on board with Angel. But he's downshifting both corners. You see him kind of miss the bottom there. I think Bruggs to his inside. That's what it sounds like at least. Speaking of Bragg, let's go on board with him next. And he's also downshifting in turn 1. Ooh, got tight there. Almost went up and got that left rear quarter panel of Scott Stewart. All right, on board. Moore has caught the leader of Ed Morris in a battle for lead. It's on just a 1/10.5 of a gap between the two drivers up front. With Kentucky being this kind of oddball 1.5 mile track, I kind of want to see something. I usually pull up 1.5 miles, but let's pull up what their sectors are looking like. I know I have it. There it is. Pull up. See who's better in what sector. Of course, sector 1 is going to be the first half of the lap. So the speed you would carry through 1 and 2, and sector 2 can be the second half of the lap. We'll see if Morris can gain any time here in Sector 2. He lost about 1/2 tenth in Sector 1 and gained almost a tenth back. So I'm almost wondering if Morris is just struggling with 3 and 4, or maybe he's just taking a little bit easier, as rolling through the center of 3 and 4 and really backing up your entry is crucial to protect that right front tire here at Kentucky. You see, once again, Moore lost about 3/100ths there in Sector 1. So Moore definitely struggling in Sector 1, but he gains that time back in some here in Sector 2 last time by. I see he does here this time. You see this time by, Moore basically doubled the time lost, gained it back, and he's probably going to lose a little bit here again in Sector 1. No, I didn't go on board with him. I should have. He had a close call. Ooh, I don't know if Moore missed the corner. Maybe he's trying to run up there to get some clean air, get a good runoff. Got a little loose, and here comes Scott Stewart to take advantage of that bobble by the 84 of William Moore. Going to clear with it going to turn number 1. Let me hide the sector stuff. Where was it at again? I lost it. Oh, there it is. Found it. So Stewart advances into P number 2. In the meantime, Rogers has gained a ton of spots, all the way up to 11th here in this first stage. That is a 14 position swing for that 21 machine, Greg Rogers. But Morris, your current leader and the only driver not in the playoffs in the top 10, is Simone coming down pit lane. Oh, Simone smoking it down pit lane. Not sure what happened to the Simone, but see if that's a planned pit stop or what. I don't imagine it'd be a planned pit stop here for Mike Simone. Oh, he got loose and smoked it down pit lane. Meantime, while we're watching that replay, Bragg was able to make his way around William Moore for 3rd. Speaking of the biggest mover so far, let's go and watch Greg Rogers here. Be curious if he gets podium. Can maybe ask him what happened in qualifying there. Maybe he just struggles in short run speed. Maybe he screwed up in one of the laps, but he is definitely making up a lot of ground here early in this race. It's 22 laps in, up 14 spots, just outside the top 10 and 11th. He's playing the IPAs. Skill figure. Another driver I'm looking at tracking backwards. Had a good qualifying run. Currently sitting outside the top 10 is this number 10 of Matt Ford, sitting 13th, down 6 spots from where he started at. Another driver struggling here on this run is Dakota Orndorff. He is down 7 spots. More so leading the way, has led every lap, and now he has a new contender behind him. And catching him quick is at 27. As I say, that gets loose off of 4. And here comes Johnny Bruggs to take advantage of it. What a save by Scott Stewart there, coming off of turn 4. See Stewart running that high line. You see it start breaking free right there. It's loose. It's loose. Oh, what a save. Bruggs is still not able to capitalize on that bobble by the 27. I think this time off of 4 he does. Yep, Johnny Bruggs into P2. Here comes Willie Moore back into the picture. Let's take a quick look at what fall off is looking like for these guys. See, the best time by for most of these drivers is a 31.4 to 31.5. The last time by 32 twos, some 4s mixed in there, a couple 1s. So more than a half a second fall off here early in this run. But one thing I've noticed about this new tire model update is you'll get to a point, and they're probably already there, where the lap times are just going to stale out. I don't imagine fall off should be too much from here on out. These tires tend to fall off quickly, and they just stall out on the lap time. Speaking of movers, another driver up quite a few spots is this 47 Angel Hernandez. He is up 9 from where he started at. Did not have the qualifying run he has wanted, but he has made up some spots here in this run. And if there's one guy that can make a positive out of a negative, it is that 47 machine of Angel Hernandez.
Did you see my comment?
Give me a second. Watch exit 4 lap. What? Oh, man. What? Everyone has kind of single filed it out. Not really seeing any too wide racing. Let's go further back in the pack. Let's go check back here with Sam. Yeah, really no too wide racing going on at all right now. Everyone's single filed it out. Just mind their P's and Q's. Trying to get this run done and over with. Get to that stage break and put some fresh forward Goodyear tires on their cars. Tony Frey struggling on the outside. Has that damage on that right front. Definitely hindering the performance of that car. Take a look at some lap time histories between Bruggs and Morris. See Bruggs slowly chasing down Ed Morris. Gained a 10th and a half on lap 28 here. Lap 29, Bruggs gained another 10th. 10 to go here in stage 1. Watch lap 23. Who? Watch who, though? That don't help. Bruggs there, though. Looking to the inside. Tried looking to the inside of Morris. Couldn't quite get it done. Now he can run the outside line. You see Bruggs has really gained a lot of time on Morris these last 5 laps. I would bring the Wonder Bread Chevrolet out, but it won't pass tag. Yeah, this is the first lap in a while. Bruggs actually ran slower than Morris. A lot has to do with the fact of trying to get around him. And that small little battle they had just for a split second has allowed that 27 of Stewart to encroach back into the battle. In the meantime, Chase Harden, Mr. Wallbank, has moved his way up to 4th here in the final 8 laps of this stage. Mike back that pit road, same deal. Oh, and another battle we got going on. Greg Rogers actually looking to get some stage points here tonight. Getting around Ethan Flanagan into 35. That is crucial. That's 1 point for him. But Ethan going to battle back to the inside, or try to, and he couldn't quite get there. Greg Rogers into P10. Back to the battle lead we go. Coming to lap 33, now 34. 6 to go in stage number 1. Brock got a really good run down that front stretch. Looking to the inside of Ed Morris for the lead. But Morris, he's going to run that outside line, get a really good drive off here, and Brugg just can't take advantage of it. He's still there to the inside, just barely though. But we have seen that outside line, both last night and tonight, prevail so much and gain so much speed. Oh, Brugg gets loose coming off of 4. Here comes Scott Stewart to get around him for a second. Battle for League starting to heat up because Chase, he has chased down these leaders, no pun intended. From way back. Oh, he gets loose just as I say something. What a save by Harden. Five to go, come to 40 on the stage. We get a caution now. That will be stage. I don't think we will, though. Everyone seems to be spread out. A little further back, I do see more tracking backwards. Angel Hernandez getting around him for 5th. Oh, Stewart's loose into the wall, maybe off of 4. Did he stay out of that wall? No shot. Ooh, loose, loose, loose. Oh, yeah, he hit the wall pretty good, but I want to say his wheels are straight. I'm not really seeing any damage on that car. He's lost some spots, so was running second, now back to 5th. Harden into 4 or 3rd, but here comes Angel Hernandez looking to get another playoff point. Or stage point, I should say. 2 to go in the stage. Hernandez making his way forward, up 12 spots now from where he started at. Stewart, though, looking to make up some ground that he had lost, working on the outside of Chase Harden in the 5. Final lap here in stage number 1 for the first race in a round of 12. A little further back, you got Moore still tracking backwards as Brandon Park gets around him for a spot. Just in front of them, you see Stewart getting some help in the form of his teammate Davey Hendricks here on the final lap of stage 1. Trying to get around him for a crucial point. Chase is going to bounce back to the inside. He's going to hold off Stewart, but can he hold off Davey? No, Stewart might get it here. I think Davey got around Stewart. Caution's going to fly. Ed Morris, your stage winner. First, he got a playoff driver P1 and the next, or not, a non-playoff driver first, and the next 11 are all playoff drivers. This round of 12 could get very interesting if it's this tight on a track like Kentucky.
Like why are we?
Also, no Lucky Dog. Everyone's still on the lead. That's out there on track. You got Frey and Simone down pit lane. wonder if they have any damage. I know Frey does. I don't think Simone does. I think he's just had too many IPAs and decided to park it. Alright, pit lane become a very busy place here. Everyone coming down for 4 fresh tires and a full tank of fuel. Once we get pit stops complete, we'll pull up our highest finishing playoff driver and give an interview to good old Johnny Brugg. Ooh, I think Brugg just beat him off of pit lane. He did.
I mean, not to talk shit, but as it should.
Alright, well, speaking of Brugg being off pit lane, let's go ahead and give a chat to Mr. Johnny Brugg. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, Isaac?
Hey, man, so it looks like this car is really tough to handle on old tires. We saw you have a moment. I think everyone in the top 5 had a moment at one point or another. You get the highest points paying out for playoff drivers. You come up with the lead there, man. Talk us through this track and really maybe something you might have figured out there on that short run. Or that run there.
Yeah, this track is burning the left rear tonight. So it's weird. It's naturally tight into 3 and into 1. So those corners, the entry corners get better as you go, but the outer corners are really tough. It gets really loose, especially in clean air, actually.
Wow.
So we'll see. I came out in front, so we'll see how this burns off, if I can maintain the clean air. I don't know. I felt like when I got next to Ed, it got really, really loose. So I don't know. We'll see here.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to ask you. I did a race in Chicagoland in another league, and I discovered that, I don't know if they had an update or something, but it just seems like if you pack air on the guy in front of you, it tends to get the car loose. Are you noticing that here tonight, or are you just...
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I was just telling my teammate that. Yep. Yeah, you can definitely pack air on people and get loose, and I feel like it almost gets you loose too. A lot of air play today, so
I like
it's gonna
it.
be who can play the air the best tonight.
So almost like Xfinity in real life then.
Yeah, yep, very, very similar to Xfinity. How if you get up right on them, it gets that front car loose.
All right, man. Good stage 1. Good luck here tonight.
Thank you, sir.
What, Joe? What's up?
Hello. Not much. Just giving a little bit of updates on stuff and whatnot. I'll tell you, the tire wear is crazy, but the fall off really isn't.
No, so like I was saying in the broadcast, these next gen, ever since the tire model update, they fall off quick and then they stale out. So I think they're gonna stall out like a 32.2, 32.3s all night long.
Yeah, I noticed even with Johnny, who's one of the faster guys, he ran good laps, but he went down to where he was stalling out in the ones after only about 10, 12 laps.
Yep, and then it stalls there for the rest of the race. Or rest of the run, I mean. Brett gets a good restart. Angel Hernandez going to try to take advantage of that. Looking the inside of Ed Morris, who had led every lap in stage 1, got beat off of pit lane and now falling back to 3rd.
Yeah. Now I'll tell you this, with the car right now, you can make it the whole way without pitting. There was a question if we would be able to for stage 1, but you definitely can with this stage. But with 70 or so to go on the final stage, it's a one stop for sure. Do you think 2 tires is going to be an option?
No, hell no. Hell no. I have come to realize, really, any stock car on the oval, if the track tends to loosen up or is loose on the run, 2 tires is just going to make the car undrivable. I just don't think 2 tires would be a good call. I don't.
I know, because Sean Pointer, he won the race last week on 2 tire strategy.
That's because Las Vegas is a track that tightens up or is naturally tight on the beginning of a run. Real quick, something to point out. I just noticed Scott Stewart must have got a speeding penalty on that pit stop as he has fallen back to 24th here for this restart.
Yeah. And by the way, I noticed that you were talking about the bracket. By the way, with the bracket, just a little update on that. Davey and Greg. Davey is in 4th place, and Greg is in
Gre-
10th.
He's an ace now. Greg's on the move.
Right.
He started well back in the pack. Gained, I think, 14 to 15 spots in that first stage. Made his way to 10th. Now up 16 as he's duking it out with Brandon Park. Once he completes the pass of Park, it'll be 17 spots gained since the initial start of this race. So I think the guys to keep an eye out on, just on position gained alone, are Angel and Greg. They have gained 17 spots and 13 spots, respectively. Or whatever the word is I'm looking for. As I say that, more is looking to the outside of Angel.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this too. With the bracket, I'm gonna try to work with all the admins, at least as long as they'll work with me to try to get a good schedule for the bracket for 6 races. Obviously we got it in a little bit late in the season, but I'm thinking, if we were to run the same amount of cup races this season as we do next one, I mean, how many do we run? We only run about like 14 before we get to the playoffs.
Yeah, and the tricky thing is like someone like me who was trying to point my way in, I could give 2 cares less than a word about the bracket. Like the only race I cared about it was Sonoma because I was going against my teammate, and after that I really didn't care who I was up against or really notice. I know Vegas was up against Davey, but I know I had no shot, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to go for points at Vegas. But yeah, so when it comes close to the playoffs, people are trying to point their way in. I don't think they're really looking at the bracket.
Pass the middle around.
Caution, yellow flag.
That's a second caution of cause. Ooh, and that right front is broken on that too, it looked like.
Yeah, he just got loose, and Sunstorm had nowhere to go.
And you know
I'm
what?
thinking
We just talked to Johnny about this. Watch the 30. 30 right there, packs there on the 2, and that's what gets them loose. Just packing there right there, 2's loose, nowhere to go, and fortunately for Sam, really nowhere for him to go.
Yeah, I was looking at the schedule, so yeah, it looks like the Cup cars, they only run about 14 regular season Cup races. The trucks and ARCA, they run a little bit of a longer regular season. So maybe what you can do is you can throw in the bracket at like race 7 for your play-ins, and then you have your 5 races, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 for that. That could be something interesting perhaps to run, but you want to have a good combination of racetracks. You don't want to have like a bunch of all cookie cutters or short tracks.
Oh,
or
hell
whatever.
no. You gotta kick it off at Atlanta. Press X for damage repair. No, it's all F4, Rookie Booby. It's all
Yeah, I think a
F4.
super speedway would probably be good. You chuck a road course in there, a short track, maybe like a 1.5 mile track somewhere in there. You want it to be a good combination of everything. So I'll try to get with the admins and discuss something.
Tony Frey getting one of his 9 laps back.
Yeah, he's is he in the playoffs?
No.
I would have parked it by now.
But yeah, so the whole pack and air thing, I have only noticed it at Kentucky and Chicagoland. Granted, those are 2 tracks NASCAR hasn't raced at in a while. Now, I know we're going back to Chicagoland next year, but I'm almost wondering maybe it's because of the fact there's no data on how the cars handle those tracks. Maybe they don't have the right aero package or the right aero data, because every other mile and a half, you can't pack air on someone to get them loose. I saw it and felt it at Chicagoland because I wrecked out and wrecked 16 people while doing it. And then here tonight, we just saw it with the 30 and the 2. The 30 gets behind the 2, gets within about a quarter of a car length, packs that air on that left rear, and the 2 goes around. Something we see a lot in Xfinity in real life.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I want to ask you though, who do you think is going to get eliminated from the playoffs?
Playoffs
as
this round. Oh God, that's so hard. I mean, me of course, because I'm not racing it. Oh gosh.
Is there anyone in the playoffs that's kind of struggling right now? I mean, back there's Medlin.
No,
Stewart.
because So at the end of that first stage, you had you had Morris win the stage, and the next 11 were all the playoff drivers in the race. So it's like, I'm going to go, me of course, you're going to hate this answer, but I'm going to go Ethan, just because Ethan hasn't really shown speed lately. I'm going to go Park. I know Medlin's back there in 15th. But Medlin's had a good season.
It's a tough one. Everybody's good.
It is tough. It's like, I don't want to dog Xfinity, but this is a way more stacked playoff field than Xfinity is. So I'm gonna go me, Park, Flanagan. Dude, I'm sorry, Zach. I like you, but you have had bad luck. Granted, you're sitting good now, but I'm gonna go Bucher for my 4th.
And Pocono's going to be an interesting one too. I mean, Pocono is a track position racetrack.
It's just so hard because if the first stage was more spread out, it'd been easier for me to choose. But when you have every playoff driver in the race running 2nd through 12th, it's like, who the hell do you pick? Like, they all got speed, clearly. I mean, you look at the standings now, Morris is the only guy not in the playoffs, which he should be, in the top 10.
Yeah, and if you're one of these playoff guys, you're hoping if you can't win, you're hoping Morris wins.
Yes and no. I mean, you're hoping Morris wins, I mean, if someone like Brugg wins, I don't think it's gonna be a big surprise. But if someone like Park wins, I think that could really throw a wrench in this round. So we're back here watching Jeff Medlin, the second to worst. I don't want to say worst, but he's the second to last playoff. Yeah, thank you. Second to last playoff driver right now, sitting in, where was he sitting at? 14th. You see Medlin, he's just searching around, and Medlin didn't. I don't think he had speed that first stage, but Medlin, if I remember correctly, he's had some good runs at Pocono. I can't say. Now I kind of take that Ethan one back because Ethan's ran well at Pocono too.
Yeah. Right now I'm watching Ethan because he's trying a little bit different, but I like what Ethan's doing here with Park, just trying to keep on the high side because I think it's just really hard to pass if you're trying to pass on the low end here.
I mean, I hate to say it, it's easier to tell you the 4 I think will advance automatically. It's Brugg, Hernandez, Hendricks, and Harden. Those 4 drivers all season long have had speed. So I can
still in one, huh? Caution.
Well, that was Richmond and Ludi. Oh, they are 3 wide. I think Richmond and Darner kind of lean on each other, and Ludi just gets into the back of the 93, spins around. I think they kind of get through this with no damage. Yeah, just a little spinner ready for the grass.
Now, if it was a little less laps to go, and you wanted track position, it would be a gamble, but if you want track position, you could come in right now.
No. Why the hell would you come in?
You take your tires now and then top off?
No. God, no. Absolutely not. Not with this tire model. You're going to be at such a tire deficit on the start of the second stage.
You run as slow as possible.
No.
You're just hoping for a caution.
Joe, these aren't the trucks to where tire wear doesn't take 20 laps for it to come into effect. Tire wear, it takes 10 laps, if that, on a track like this, and you're already half a second slower. So we have 23 to go in the stage. We'll go back green flag race with 21 to go. You stay out on old tires, you're going to get swallowed up by the field faster than an anchor dropping in the ocean. You're going to drop. Now, if this was maybe lap 63, not 73, yeah, maybe.
Oh, I got my lap screwed up. I thought we was going at 80. Oh, goodness gracious.
We are going.
Bad.
I was about to say.
I thought it was 70.
Look, Joe. I know you make some dumb decisions, but pitting here would probably be the dumbest decision you could ever make.
Yeah, I thought we were pitting at 80 instead of 70 instead of 80.
Even then, I wouldn't agree with it. Okay, so let's do it this way.
I mean,
let's,
if you sandbag and run a few seconds
let's
slower.
pause this real quick, right? And let's go back and look at the start of this run. So let's go up here and look. I know the caution came up pretty quickly. So just in the first, we're watching Brugg, by the way. So lap 6, he ran a 31.8. We went back green flag racing, and then by lap 16, 4 laps after the initial restart, he dropped the 10th, and then 2 laps later, he dropped 5 laps later, he dropped 2 tenths. So no.
Well, Ludi, if you have a bad run, don't blame me. I made a goof, but Ludi just took tires. So we'll see how Ludi does.
And you know what? I'm gonna bring this back to last night. Ethan said you have the best strategy calls. Okay, maybe best strategy calls for getting dead last. Like what?
Well, we
and
did have a
here's
we
another
did have a
thing.
good strategy call, but there's nothing that we can do about a guy staying out.
These guys only have 4 sets of tires. With this new tire model, you want those 2 sets in the final stage. Now, if this was the old tire model, yeah, you could probably get away with taking a set here, using a caution to cool the tires down, and, let's say you're running 20th. We go by green flag racing, you pit, you might fall to like 13th, 14th, you'll net gain a couple spots, and you can short pit and take tires there. But, with this new tire model, how fast it falls off, it's not a smart idea to short pit a stage like this much. Now, like I said, if I can't even say that because I think 10 laps is too much. If there was like 5 to go on the stage, I think you could probably get away with it and just putt around the track, put in super slow laps. But
It depends on how many come with you, though. I'll tell you this with last night. I think me and Mikey had a good call. I just wanted to get ahead of Mikey because I felt we were rather even. I think I was a little bit better short. I think he was a little bit better long. But
Mikey,
Michael Ball.
oh,
But the problem is I should have pit for that damage to get repaired when he spun out Miller. He's probably gonna get a penalty for that. Michael is. He killed him.
yeah, I don't like talking about previous races, but that was stupid over aggressive. He could have just been patient, waited off in 2 and got to the inside. And he just ran into the back of Miller, but. Brugg, Morris, back to green flag racing we go. Green flag back out in the air. Coming to 20 to go here in stage number 2.
Yeah. At least it wasn't a playoff race. I'm gonna keep an eye on Ludi for a minute just to see how he does though with his new tires.
I mean, he's gonna be a man on a mission right now. I mean, he's gonna feel like he's going mock Jesus, but
Yeah, but he's only gonna have about, I'd say, 10 laps, 12 laps at
I would
best.
say maybe 5 before they start evening out. I don't know. He's really not even making ground like I thought he would. He's kind of stuck back there in no man's land
Takes
behind the
this thing,
93.
takes it a minute or 2 to line up though, or warm up.
Bro, I got to a pretty decent lead. Morris second, Angel Hernandez sitting third. And if there's any driver to keep an eye on, it is that 47 Angel Hernandez. Even look at Greg. Greg as well. Whoops, wrong number. Greg now sitting in 6th.
I know Ludi's not the fastest driver, so maybe he's not the best example, but I don't know. Right about now is where he should be getting some good speed, but even on 1 and 2, like you can't really run the high line on 1 and 2.
Well, he's gonna try it. He tried to get the outside of Richmond, couldn't quite get the job done.
Yeah, but you just lose so much time, even
Ooh.
if you get a good run.
Barroso had a very minor bobble off of 2, allowed Richmond to get to the outside, entering turn number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, top 4 kind of sorted themselves out.
Went out to the kitchen.
A little even further on back. Looks like only 2 wide racing we got back here is Mitchell Conley, it looked like. But he's kind of single file as well, diving to the inside of Jeff Mellon into turn number 3. So far this playoffs, we have yet to see a non-playoff driver win. And it's due to happen. I mean, I can't tell you how many times between iRacing and real life NASCAR you see a non-playoff driver win. We saw it the first race in the round of 16 Xfinity. Non-playoff driver won at Rockingham.
Ooh, one car gets very loose. Chase Harden.
That might have been Chase. I saw him kind of drop in the standings a little bit, falling back to 8th.
Yeah, he smoked it a little bit, got a little bit loose, and smoked the tires.
Yeah, ooh, he blinked a little bit. And Chase kind of just has to be smart here. He's currently sitting 8th. If you look at playoff drivers, whoa, he gets into the wall!
Yellow flag is
Spins
out.
around into the grass, keeps it on the inside wall. Just as I mentioned, being smart. I don't know. Did he maybe get some help from the 8? He did.
Yeah, he just kind of run him over, and especially with that being a non-playoff driver, he's probably pretty mad.
Oh my god, I almost killed myself.
I was just about to say Chase was sitting 8th, but if you look at playoff drivers, he was sitting 7th.
Freaking weird.
I'll be back in a little bit. I'm gonna help crew chief Ethan.
Yeah, don't make no stupid calls.
We'll see.
Don't bring him down pit lane. That'd be dumb. I swear, if he brings Ethan down pit lane, I'm gonna crucify him. Let's see if he brings Ethan down pit lane. Don't do it, Ethan. No! Park coming up pit lane. I don't agree with that Park. That's possible stage points he's giving up. Let's see if Park takes tires. See, I don't agree with that call.
How did you?
I do not agree with that call at all. Did Chase take tires, or he's gonna get damage fixed? I think Chase, yeah, Chase is just getting damage fixed. Okay, that's actually a smart move by Chase. He hit that wall pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Not here for camps. Dude, I'm tired of this dude being here and spawning.
What's going on, Charles? I was playing YouTube. All right, so Bragg Morris once again front row. Going to go back green flag racing 11 to go here in stage number 2. Let me get spread out a little bit, Jacob. I'll go on board on like lap 75.
Green flag, green flag.
Alright, green flag back out in the air. Brug with a great restart. So did Angel Hernandez. Looking the inside of Ed Morris for second. And just behind them, you got the bracket battle going on between Hendricks and Rogers. We got battle. I think that's the 14 of Bucher back here. It was. We're on Nance. You got Ethan looking to the inside. Alan Cohen's back here. That's a crucial battle for Ethan. He needs as much playoff points as he can get. But hold him off. How about the 3 of Method making some moves? Looking around the outside of Matt Forens. He needs some points as well. Alright, so we seem to be kind of single filed out for the most part in front of Matt. I'll actually give Jacob his onboard redemption here and watch Matt Forens. Make sure I'm on Matt. I am, okay. Watch Matt Forens here for a couple laps. Ooh. Hold on a second. We'll go back on board here with Matt, but something just happened to Ethan. Coolins gets around him. Oh, gets loose in front of Ethan. Oh! That was almost bad. Alright. So back and forward with Matt. Mitchell Conley having a pretty good run right now. Sitting 11th, I do believe. Another driver making his way back toward the front. There's that 27 of Scott Stewart. Got that speeding penalty in stage 1. Looking to try to get back up here, get some more stage points. He finished second or third, maybe fourth in stage 1. Got some good stage points. Gets around Matt Forens for 12th. Or 13th, you got Ludi and Conley going at it for 11th. Ludi gets around Conley. And Joe was talking about Ludi taking tires there. Looks like he's finally starting to pay off. He's starting to make his way through the field. Just those tires will be such a deficit come the start of next stage unless he takes a step. And then he's just down to 1 for that final stage. But, I mean, he's not a playoff driver. He doesn't... I mean, a win's not going to do him anything as far as playoff go, but... Scoring your first one would be pretty cool. Will you two chill the hell out?
No, Isaac.
How do you get my dogs? Anyway, back to the lead we go. Brog leading the way. Hernandez was running second. He's fallen back to 4th. Got Greg Rogers there sitting there in 5th. A lot of playoff drivers here in the top 10 here for stage 2. You got a couple more playoff drivers grouped together back here sitting outside the top 10 as Stewart looking to the outside of Mitchell Conley. There's Brandon Park on those 4 fresh tires. 4 to go on the stage. I just don't think it's going to pay off for Park like he wanted it to. So, I mean, he pitted in 11th, and he's only moved up to 13th on this run. So right now he's net lost 2 spots here, taking tires, and he's lost a tire set. Oh dang, he got 3 minutes of damage? That's crazy. I know driver kind of struggling right now. How to get stage 1 is this 5 of Chase Harden. And it's crazy. I just mentioned I thought Chase would be one of the lock-ins to get out of this round. And with that spin he had off the nose of Nance, just hasn't been able to quite recover when he's run that. Going a bit further forward, you have Andrew Hernandez getting passed by the 21 of Greg Rogers, move him up into P4. Those are your two biggest movers, and probably the two guys to really keep your eye on here tonight. Up 21 spots for Rogers and 10 spots for Hernandez. Another driver up a lot of positions. It's his 8 of Nance. He is up 10 as well. Final lap though in stage number 1. Brugg trying to get the stage when he finished second in stage. No, it's final lap in stage 2. Brugg finished second in stage 1. Trying to get the stage 1 here, and that would also be a playoff point that would transfer over into next round for that 4 if he advances, and with at least 18 points, 19 if he can hold off the 7, which it looks like he will through rows of 3 and 4 for the final time here in stage number 2. Johnny Brugg, your stage 2 winner here at Kentucky, 19 points already on the board for that number 4 machine. Back here in 10th, the final driver is Medlin. That will get some stage points. It's a really good points night here for Brugg. Hendricks got a lot. Hernandez top 5 on both stages. Moore's been top 10 both stages. Bucher, I believe, top 10 on both stages. So look at some playoff guys getting some crucial points here as Connor came down pit lane. Oh, holy cow. What the heck happened to Connor? Happened on the last lap. Working around the... Oh, him and the 9 just get into it. Or, he is the 9. He went off a turn up 1. It almost seemed like Cedric thought he would be up a little bit further. Yeah, Cedric just drifted up into Connor. Unfortunately, Connor just had nowhere to go except for into the outside wall. Ton of damage on that right front for that number 9 machine of Connor's right now. Now invert the field. This isn't dirt racing, Ricky. All right, everyone's going down pit lane, and pit cycle's complete. We'll pull in another playoff driver here for an interview before we start this third and final stage here at Kentucky.
She said that as a freaking text. Today's her birthday.
All right, wait for him to get off of pit lane. Don't want to accidentally screw him up. Let's go ahead and pull up the 3 of Jeff Medlin. What is going on, man?
Not much, man. How's it going?
Hey, man, you fought tooth and nail for that one stage point, and
Yeah.
you know more than anybody else that one point could make or break your playoff run. Surprisingly struggling here tonight. You've shown some speed throughout the season on 1.5 miles. Just I don't know, maybe it's just Kentucky being not your typical 1.5 miles or what. So probably not the performance you wanted the first 2 stages. Next week is Pocono. So based off how tonight goes, how much are you looking forward to that track next week?
A ton. I honestly, if they filled this thing in with a pool, I wouldn't care. I hate Kentucky.
I was about to say, I think you've ran well at Pocono in the past.
Yes, I think last season I finished 3rd, and then I think the year before it's like I'm mostly top 5, top 10 at Pocono usually.
So I gotta ask you, is Caterpillar not sponsoring you no more?
No, not since Bobby left the league.
I haven't seen that dozer on the front of your car all season long, so I just don't know if you're not allowed to put that attachment on the car anymore, or maybe Caterpillar dropped you as a sponsor since they saw you went to Goodwrench.
Well, yeah, I went to Goodwrench, they dropped me, and then I was told in my admin contract I can no longer have my dozer attachment on.
All right, I had to throw that in there, but Good luck here tonight, man. I know you don't doze over people no more, but it's just one of those nicknames. Once you get them, it sticks. It's like Matt's Barrel
Yeah.
Boy, so.
Yeah, it's never going away, buddy.
No, it's not. But good luck here tonight, man. Good stage 2 out of you. Got a solid point. I know Dirty Air is tough here. I did notice
Yeah.
with Sprug talking to him how you can actually pack air on the cars in front of you, which I kind of like.
Yeah.
So, good luck. Maybe get another good top 10 run here.
Oh yeah, thank you, man. Have a
Where
good
were
one.
you at?
Midwest,
right?
Midwest. Yep.
That was a 3 of... Wow. Medlin. Interesting shakeup here. Orndorff stayed out. Morris beat Brugg off of pit lane last time by. So Brugg's going to start third. Morris second. And Orndorff going to lead the field back to green here in lap 83 to start this third and final stage here in the first race of the round of 12 at Kentucky. I forgot y'all like Jeff. Oh, I knew I'd get a reaction. Woo, Jeffy. Yeah, he's been struggling here tonight, but Kentucky is a very difficult track to race at. I see Brugg got a really good restart. Now trying to work on the inside of Orndorff. Orndorff gets tied off on turn 2, puts Brugg back into the lead. And I have Angel Hernandez looking to the inside of Medlin, and Hernandez going to try to use that slower, older tire 42 machine of Orndorff to his advantage. Try to use that as a pick, maybe, as he's working the inside of not Jeff Medlin, Ed Morris. He's going to make his way into second. Maybe no, not quite. Morris still there just on that right rear quarter panel as they come across turn 4 into turn number 1.
I'm so freaking irritated. I feel like I'm about to bust.
Orndorff actually doing a really good job holding off these guys on the older tires. Got tied off of one last time by. But Angel Hernandez is struggling to get around him. If you're Johnny Brugg, you love seeing this in your rearview mirrors. Or Hernandez finally able to dive into turn 3. Get around to 42 as he does that. Caution's going to fly for the 7th time here tonight at Kentucky. Jonathan Nance involved. There's Nance. There's Bucher just in front of him. Oh, he looks like he just... Oh, yeah! He just entered turn 3 a little too hot, got it sideways, and it just snapped hard into the outside wall. He goes blown engine, leaking oil. That number 8 machine is done for the night. Let's see, I'm on board here with him, because that was a hard lick. Hey, it just broke free on him, and... Ooh! Whee!
Freaking crunchy, bro.
Johnny Brugg leading the way here. 7th caution of the night. Man, we've had more wrecks than I thought. I thought this was literally like the 5th or 6th. I didn't think it was the 7th.
That you're on me up there.
Turn left, turn left 4, turn left 5. Or D, 1 through 4. Hey, these guys keep it up. Tony might be back on the lead lap here pretty soon. He's just 6 laps down now. He forgot step 3. No, he didn't forget step 3. He just added a step in there that's called turn right. And turn right put him into the wall.
Don't have to do it tomorrow. She said.
Let's see if it's 2 to go. If it's 2 to go this time, we'll pull another play after it's 1 to go. We'll wait till the next caution if we get one. Looks like it'll be 1 to go. The double flat back up. Go by Green Flag Racing with about 61 laps to go. Still gonna need one more pit stop. The question is, are we gonna get under green? Will this turn into a fuel saving race? Will we get it during green flag stops? I'm talking about a caution, that is. And one thing I was talking to Rich about before the race, it's always difficult to pit under green flag stops because you don't want to run it long and lose a ton of time, but you don't want to be that driver that I wouldn't say short pits it, but pits on your strategy, and then 2 laps later, caution comes out, and you're stuck a lap down and have to go wave around and lose all that track position. And that's kind of like just one of the things these drivers are thinking about, you know, when they're trying to plan their pit stop. When do you want to pit? What do you want to do during that pit? It's like, do I pit here? Do I risk there being a caution? I mean, with how we've been seeing this track handle, if I was out there, I probably would just run it long, unless I was not even leading the race. I think I would still run it long, just due to the fact that we've seen 5 cautions now of cause in just the first 90 laps of the race. And with Brugg, Hernandez front row restart here to kick it back off. 62 to go here this time by. I hate that TV angle.
Green flag.
Green flag back out in the air. Back in the way we go at Kentucky. Once again, solid restart by Johnny Brugg. Going back here to Orndorff. So restart P3. Slides in front of the 7. Oh, and he slides in front of his teammate. Davey Hendrick. Caution's going to fly. Huge wreck going on here. That was a little teammate crime there. See, I think Morris maybe thought he was clear. Maybe thought Hendricks was a little bit lower. See, Bucher piles into it, gets in the back of Davey. Look at Ludi make it through this. Oh, my. Ludi makes it through. I think Ethan slows it down. Gets into the back of the 7. We'll have to check the 35 and the 14 out on damage. He slides back up the track. Nowhere for Mitchell Connolly to go. There's Chase Harden barely making it through this wreck. See a little bit of damage on that 35 and the 14. I thought both those guys, you got to pit here and get that damage fixed. That is a lot of aero damage. It might not seem like a lot. But looking at these two cars, I mean, yeah, that's damage you want to come to pit lane and fix for both those guys. Anyways, I did promise another playoff driver interview. We're under our next caution. Another playoff guy will pull up. We'll pull up the driver, the one and only from North-South, representing them here in these playoffs. What is going on, Stuart?
Doing pretty good. Haven't finally got back up to the front after that. So
yeah, I saw you paid a hefty fine for speeding on pit lane there.
I actually got wheel damage after barely touching the wall somehow.
Oh, that's right. Okay. You got what a save. By the way, what a save that was. That could have been a lot worse. And I mean, you hit that wall flush, which I'm kind of surprised. Jacob said you got 3 minutes of wheel damage.
Yeah, and
Wow.
I hit it. I purposefully saved it and hit it flush. And I didn't even have any scratches, he said, and I got wheel damage.
No, I thought you came away scotch-free, and Jacob said you had 3 minutes of wheel damage. But made your way back towards the front. Now, I'm going to ask you the same thing I asked Brugg. So, what I told Brugg is I did a Chicagoland race Saturday, and it seems like these older tracks that NASCAR don't race at or haven't raced at in years, it seems like the aero package or maybe the data for how the airflows are in these cars isn't what it should be. Because it seems like you can pack air on the car in front of you and get them loose. Something you can't do anywhere else in these cars. Are you noticing that?
Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed, but I love the high side in 3 and 4, and I can get up around someone on the outside, and it just slows them way down on the inside. I've been doing that all race.
Yeah, and to be honest, I kind of like that. I like the fact that you can play offense while running behind someone. You're not just trapped in that dirty air. I know we saw a caution with the 2, I believe it was, in the 30, and all the 30 did was to pack air on that car. So, good luck here tonight, man. Got that wheel damage fixed, running pretty good here. Some solid points. I think in stage 1 you finished 4th or 5th?
Something like that, yeah.
So you got some stage points. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get back to the top 10 in stage 2. Almost did. I think you finished 11th or 12th in stage 2.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely on the charge. I gotta ask you. So you say you like pass on the outside. Are you worried of putting too much wear in that right front?
Yeah, it's been definitely that last run I wore it out too much. So I'm gonna try to find a better balance here the rest of the run. But 1 and 2 I feel like is where I wear the most. I haven't really figured 1 and 2 out, but I love that outside in 3 and 4. I'll always be up there.
I think 1 and 2 it's just so tempting to go faster because you know you can. But
Yeah.
that's what makes tracks like Kentucky and Texas so interesting. Is the corners are so different.
Yes, absolutely.
But good luck here the rest of the race, man.
Alrighty, thank you. Have a good night.
I forgot he had wheel damage. Faulty breakout for aftermarket cheesesteak. Oh. Please tell me Jeff is safe. Yeah, he got through that. I actually took out some front runners. Took out Davey and Morris. And that's big for Davey, as I mean, luckily for Davey, he got a lot of stage points. So, I mean, even I think a top 10, maybe even a top 15 run, he should still be somewhat safe going into Pocono, a track he's ran very well at in the past. But think if I'm Davey, you want to try to shoot for a top 10 here. And speaking of Davey, we're back at Greenspec Racing. I'm not seeing a ton of damage on his car. We take a look at his rear bumper. It looks clean. The front looks clean. It looks like he might have got away. I'm just checking his damage real quick. And so far as damage goes, Davey should be fine. It's just trying to make your way back through the field. You see a big group of cars back here by Richmond leading the way in front of Chase Harden. Right behind him, you got Matt Forens. Harden trying to make a good rebound. Have made his way back up to ninth after getting spun towards the end of stage 2. Now looking to the outside of Matthew Richmond, going through 1 and 2. See a little bit further back. Brooks still leading the way, but further back, see Davey looking to the inside of Brandon Park. 3 wide to roll through 3 and 4 here. Park, Ethan, Davey 3 wide. Get skinny, Ethan, and he makes it around the outside. Here comes Cedric Broso looking to try to make him take advantage of it. Another driver involved in that wreck was a 14 at Bucher. He as well got some pretty decent stage points. Needs probably a top 12 run to be above the cut line by a couple points going into Pocono. Bragdell leading away. Him and Angel have kind of drove away a little bit from the third place driver, the guy we had just talked to, Scott Stewart, running third, about half a second behind Hernandez, 6/10 of a second behind the leader of Johnny Brugg. See Angel working that middle line through 1 and 2, trying to get clean air on that nose. He gets a pretty good run off the corner exit as well. I just don't think he's in position to really dive into turn 3 and 4. Once again, he's going to offset his car, that car length, 2 car lengths or so. He's getting much cleaner on that nose as he can. Maybe get a run off of turn number 4. Tony Frey, by the way, up to only 5 laps on here. Angel Hernandez looking to the outside. Couldn't quite get it done. Johnson a little bit further back. You see Chase Harden looking to the inside of Evan Ludi in the 91. He's going to get that pass complete. Ludi and Orndorff are on the older tire strategy here. They have done a really good job holding their positions. Oh, almost contact between him and Chase Harden as they go through the tri-oval. And I mentioned this last night a couple times in the truck race. That tri-oval is very deceiving. Kind of surprised we haven't seen someone misjudge that tri-oval and get collected in a wreck. We almost saw it there. You see Greg Rogers into the wall for turn number 2. Chase was able to get a few stage points in stage 1. Gets loose off of 4 and saves it. Loses 2-3 spots because of maybe 4, as here comes the 0-0 of Davey Hendricks. And a 3 of Medlin. Speaking of Davey, had a restart toward the back there. He has made his way back up to 10th. Well, we got a decent green flag going. Let's still go ahead and do an ad break real quick before we get green flag stops underway if we get there, and we'll be right back for the conclusion of this race.
SFH, Still Fucking Here, is a clothing and apparel brand built to change the world. We are survivors, warriors, and fighters. We are tenacious, relentless, and vigilant. We've been through hell and made it out the other side, and now we are determined to spend our lives giving back to those who need help in their fight. Whether you are a cancer survivor, recovering addict, a survivor of an abusive relationship, someone who has fought to gain control of their health, or a wounded vet such as myself, or simply someone that is fighting a battle and proud of how far you've come, we are with you. 50% of all net proceeds from our brand will be given back to those that need it most, and this will be for the life of our company. Join us in our mission. Buy some awesome gear like this, wear it proudly, spread the word. We are in this together. We are still fucking here. I end up feeling a need, like I feel like I'm...
Alright, we are back. While we were away, we had a change for the lead as Andrew Hernandez was able to work his way around that 4 of Johnny Brugg, move his way into P1. Got word during that break, some drivers out there, it's looking like they got about 30 laps left to fuel if their last pit stop was at stage. So... should be interesting when people come down pit lane. I think pit lane window's going to open around lap 112-ish. I just don't know if you want to pit right when it opens or maybe run it long. So let's see what these drivers do if we do get the green flag pit cycles. Take a look at the stint length. They've been out for 22 laps, so they could definitely... we've had some cautions too, so they could definitely run till about lap 120 if they absolutely wanted to. I mean, people like Davey, Park, Bucher, Flanagan, Kuhns, all those guys who pitted 14 laps ago, they can go almost to lap 130 before they have to come down pit lane. I highly think that they will run this tank long and try to take advantage of a possible caution during green flag pit cycles. Dude, that was wicked. Like... that looked like the Ryan Blaney hit at Daytona. Was it 2 years ago? Last year he had? Your neurologist or your... what are the back doctors called? Whatever a back doctor's called. Orthopedic? Orthodontist, I guess? I don't know. What's a back doctor called, guys? Backologist. If not, hold on a second. I'm gonna Google this real quick. It's not a backologist. Stupid man. What's a back doctor called? A spine specialist? Orthopedic. There we go. No, it's not gynecologist. Y'all are stupid. I can't. I think it's hilarious. Both a chiropractor. There we go. That was an odd spin you had though, like for real, Nance. It was just so odd it just broke free on entry because I don't know, maybe if it's, you downshifted too early and maybe it's just too high RPM, so when you got to brake, your wheels just spun, but that looked very odd, just the way that car shot to the right. Not shot to the right, just how that car got loose. I know why it shot to the right. He overcorrected, but for it to get loose like that was just odd. Oh, get Skinny Morris. Meteorologist.
Sure, McGavin, but I don't remember from the truck.
Okay, look, I may be dumb, but I'm not that dumb. All right. No. Back to Titty.
It's because I'm in my spot.
I don't know how to look at it. All right. Oh, 39 to go this time by. Oh, Angel Big loose off of turn 4 through the grass. He goes mowing the lawn, losing 3 spots because of it. Puts Johnny Brugg back out to lead.
Someone's coming in.
Take tricycle maybe.
Get my shots off.
All right, so when are people gonna start coming up pit lane? I mean, if you're Park, Bucher, Hendricks, I think to stay out, run it dry. I don't know because Hendricks has made up a lot of ground, so he clearly has some good long run speed. He had a restart towards the back of the field on that last restart. Ethan coming in, and this time by, he's already in pit lane. That's I don't know if I agree with short pitting that much. See Park looking inside of Johnny Brugg, battle for the lead. Oh, Park loose off of turn number 2 into the outside wall. Or inside wall, I mean. I don't think...
Caution,
Oh,
yellow
we'll
flag.
bring out a yellow. So Scott Loose come off of turn 2. Oh. The question is, Ethan a lap down? Oh, he is. He got trapped a lap down.
Thanks, teammates. No. I'm trying to get to my spot.
All right, so everyone should be coming on pit lane here for tires. I don't think taking 2 is a good call, though. Yep. So I don't agree with Ethan coming in when he did, and here is why. I don't think Ethan had speed to win the race off of speed alone. I think Ethan's best shot would have been to run it long and hope for a yellow during green flag cycles. Grant, we got a yellow now, but I would have kept Ethan out there as long as possible. He'll chase him. Yeah, because you wrecked him, Nance. Big meanie. You big bully.
Part went in there.
Chase got trapped a lap down, though, there, unfortunately. I know you did. Dude, it was such a small bump, too. Like, it was nothing egregious. It was just enough to upset the car and it sent him sideways. All right.
How many kills do I need with it? $50? Fuck. I'm not gonna be goose. I'm not even gonna hear my footsteps, so stay away from me. For 50 to
Oh. See Angel and Brug lean on each other. Gonna go back green for Grace. It's just over 30 laps to go. About 33 to go here. I think that's the start finish line.
Green flag.
Green flag back out in the air. Brug with a good restart. Angel actually gets a pretty solid restart too. I'm kind of surprised Moore did not get a good jump there. More slide in front of Hendrick. How about Jeff Medlin? For all the issues he has went through, talk about flooding the place. Sitting P5 here with 32 to go. Pit stops are done unless you guys need to pit again due to a later race caution. Yeah, he has his work cut out for him, though. I mean, he's currently running 17th. I mean, he did get some stage points today. That is going in his favor. Davies' rebound has been really impressive. Get involved in that wreck. Had a restart towards the back of the field before that last green flag run. Made his way back into the top 5, and here he is sitting 4th here with coming to 31 to go. Bro got the lead in the way, but don't want to get too far out there. Angel's been known to kind of be really good on long run. See Davey looking to make a move on William Moore for 3rd. You got some battling going on. I saw Richmond drop a spot as Greg Rogers gets around Matthew Richmond for 10th. Alan Kuhn's having a solid run here tonight. Currently sitting 9th. Beaker, he's had a good rebound, get involved in that wreck. Kevin Jordan, oh! Davey loose! Saves it though. Bro still having issues. What happened to Davey? Was running 3rd. Oh. Well. Yeah, Angel's definitely buying his time. Man, Moore sent it in there. I don't even see it. Wow! Ooh, what a save by Davey.
Somebody. Not the bomber one.
Well, that's 3 spots, but man, that could have been a lot worse for that 0-0. They're 3 wide behind him. Jordan, Rogers, Kuhn's going at it. Oh, get skinny. Oh, get skinny. I think Rogers kind of conceded that position and is like, let me tuck in behind Kuhn's here before I get into someone. Ooh, Rogers slightly into the wall off of 2. Jordan slides in front of the 60 of Kuhn's. Here comes Buford looking to the inside of Alan Kuhn's. See, but you say arrow blocking, but I have noticed tonight on a few occasions that arrow blocking can kind of be a bad thing here at Kentucky. Seen a few times people pack air on that left rear of a car in front of them and just gets them loose. Like you see right there, Alan Killen's small bubble off of turn 4. That's a lot of the reason was Rogers was right there in the wake of that car, upset how the air was flowing around it. It got Killen just slightly loose. Killen was able to save it though. Rogers down back to the inside. Again, right there in that left rear quarter panel is that 21 machine. Back to lead the Brooks, still leading the way. Angel Hernandez starting to chase him down a little bit. That gap of 4/10 now down to 3. .25 to go here in the first race of the round of 12. Top 6 all playoff drivers. Someone looking to lock their way into the round of 8 and have a easy trip to Pocono, and not really have to worry about points or anything like that. They can go out there and just focus on having fun and racing.
Ain't nobody talking to you.
Angel's chasing him down now.
0 kills.
Stewart did not get the finish he wanted though. I don't know. I don't think Brad can hold Angel off. I don't know. I mean, this might be a good battle. We saw Angel had the lead earlier, had that mistake off of turn 4, lost the lead, and it's really been these two since halfway through the second stage going at it. Bucher getting around Alan Killen for ninth.
Oh, now they're gonna live switch the game.
Brugg and Hernandez going at it. These two drivers have probably been two of the fastest guys all season long. Davey's been up there as well most of the season. Speaking of Davey, currently in front of Greg Roger by just 2 spots. That's for the finals in the bracket. I went to Davey. He gets tied off of 2 and pancakes the right side of the car into the wall. Also, speaking of Greg, looking to try to run Kevin Jordan for 7th. Oh, he does it. Gets a good run off of 4. To the outside he goes. Come across start finish line into turn number 1. He should get it here off of turn 2. Greg Rogers run that high line. Should get some momentum. See, Jordan gets a little loose. Has to collect it. Greg Rogers moves his way into 7th. And just like last night in the Truck Series, whereas Leona and Roberts going at it for the bracket tournament, here it is yet again. The 2 finalists, nose to tail here with 18 to go come this time by. I think Greg does going to need some misfortune for Davey, as Davey's been fast all night long.
Wow, she got 1 kill. No, she's too busy running her mouth. should go.
Chase might. What are you talking about? Chase in 11th. Ooh. Oh shoot! The lead battle for the lead is on. Hernandez is chased down that 4 Brugg. Ah, wrong screen.
Oh, I'm trying to get. Who's us?
Let's look at past race results. Yeah, maybe. I mean, he's trying to get to the outside. Can't quite do it, though, off of turn number 4. Or turn number 2. 15 laps to go. Chase has cracked his way into the top 10. Kevin Jordan, the only non-playoff guy in the top 10 right now. Stewart, unfortunately, after that wreck, he's going to finish 22nd. Ethan not having the run he has wanted tonight. I think he maybe got 1 or 2 stage points. He's currently sitting 14th.
Careful, little boy.
This battle for the lead starting to heat up. You got top five, all within a second of Johnny Brugg. Really tight battle for the lead as we hit 13 to go this time by. What are you talking about? Chase is 4 back of the leader, 3 back of 5th. Angel looking to the inside of Johnny Brugg in this battle right here. It's going to allow more Medlin and Park to close into this battle. Just as I said, here comes Moore sending in to turn number 1. Or 3, I mean. This is insane.
Ooh.
This is a really good battle for the lead. And Davy's not too far behind either. And then after Davy's about a second back to Roger, but it's just insane. Top 5 all within a second of each other.
This ain't no 19 or early 2000s.
It's 11 to go. If you're Angel, you gotta start thinking, what are you gonna be able to do? I mean, Brugg's starting to get a little bit of a gap on him yet again, but what is the move here for Angel? Because every time he catches Brugg and he starts battling with them, those 3 drivers behind them just seem to catch up more and more and more as Chase moves his way into 9th as Jordan must have had something happen. I saw the time behind the leader drop about a half a second or so off of turn 4. Yeah, I don't know if Angel burned up. Angel's one of those drivers I have learned that he'll go up there, he'll race for a little bit, something won't work, he'll back off, cool his tires down, and you'll see him chase the leader back down. I don't know if he's going to do it this race. Maybe he has burned his stuff up. I mean, he is dropping as far as time goes. He's actually fallen back towards the 84 of William Moore. See the 3 of Medlin working the outside of Moore, trying to get around him, and he does. If there's one guy that knows how to save tires and kind of learn tracks on the fly, it is this number 3 machine of Jeff Medlin. He's just 8/10 back of the leader here, coming to 9 to go this time by. And you see last time by, even was complete the pass. Let's see what he was. He was a 10th quicker 2 laps ago, and this last time by another 10th quicker than Johnny Brugg. See Park starting to fall back a little bit. And more. Moore's really starting to fall back. Will's running third. Oh, Park had the moment off of 2. And Medlin is definitely chasing down these 2 drivers. But the key for Medlin here is if he catches Angel, he has to make quick work of Angel. He cannot get stuck trying to pass Hernandez. See David get around Moore for 4th on your scoring tower. Last time by, Medlin and Hernandez dead even on time. Both of them a 10th and a half quicker than Johnny Brugg. Oh, Matt Fourn's having issues. Oh, no, don't spin, man! Ah! He saves it. We stay green. What happened to the Fourns?
Dang it!
We're in front of Ethan here, and just gets loose off the corner.
I'm just irritated because it's hard to hear.
Johnny Brugdahl has increased that lead to 6/10 of a second. Medlin was chasing him down. Has kind of stalled out on that run.
Teammate, you dirty biatch. Dude.
Medlin did get around Hernandez for second, but with 4 to go, Brugg is out there to a huge lead. I mean, Medlin's going to have the average almost 2/10 of a lap if he wants to try to chase down Johnny Brugg. I mean, that's about 2/10 right there.
I'm not surprised.
Davies also caught the 47 of Angel.
I give up this game. I'm just gonna sit here try to get freaking kicked. I'm over it now.
And he only gained a 10th that time. 2 to go, half a second lead. Brugg has this in the wheelhouse. He just wants to see that white flag. Does not want to see yellow right here. Johnny Brugg with a half a second gap over the 3 of Jeff Medlin. Coming out of 3 and 4. He's going to collect the white flag this time by 1 to go at Kentucky. Half a second is the gap between first and second. Brugg can just set it on cruise control here, but the battle for third is on as Daly looking to try to ground that 47 to Angel Hernandez. Running that low line. Angel's burnt his stuff up. Davey has some momentum on the low line. Dead even down the straightaway they go. Actually, Davey has the advantage. Coming out turn 3 and 4. Brugg's going to collect the win. Medlin second. Davey Hendricks battles back and gets involved in the rank. He's going to get podium, finish third. Hernandez and Moore, your top 5. Top 9 all playoff drivers.
I think I'm irritable too because I'm like hungry. Goodbye.
Probably give him a little tap. Or Medlin give him probably a little tap.
What the actual F?
So just looking at the point standings right now, going into Pocono, Ethan's going to need a good race. I think he maybe got 1 stage point. Stewart, I don't know if his stage points are going to save him. I mean, I think he'll be below Cullen, but not by too much. Davey does win the bracket challenge. this is tough because a lot of the playoff drivers got points. But Brugg, though, gets the win here tonight, locks himself into the round 8, doesn't have to stress points or anything like that until 2 weeks from now
I'm just tired of
when they
dying
go to
because it's
Kansas.
right next to me. Like, everybody needs to get off and go clean the dang houses.
Alright, we're on an ad break. We'll be right back for the interviews.
SFH, Still Fucking Here, is a clothing and apparel brand built to change the world. We are survivors, warriors, and fighters. We are tenacious, relentless, and vigilant. We've been through hell and made it out the other side, and now we are determined to spend our lives giving back to those who need help in their fight. Whether you are a cancer survivor, recovering addict, a survivor of an abusive relationship, someone who has fought to gain control of their health, or a wounded vet such as myself, or simply someone that is fighting a battle and proud of how far you've come, we are with you. 50% of all net proceeds from our brand will be given back to those that need it most, and this will be for the life of our company. Join us in our mission. Buy some awesome gear like this, wear it proudly, spread the word. We are in this together. We are still fucking here. I end up feeling a need, like I feel like I'm...
Alright, let's get the interviews kicked off. Let's kick it off with our third place finisher, Mr. Davey Hendricks. Definitely had an interesting race, was able to battle back from getting involved in that caution caused by a teammate, but able to fight back, had some good speed there, battled your way back from the back towards the front until that next caution came up, man. What a race and what a run. Solid stage point, solid finish. Kind of sets you up for a good spot going into next week of Pocono.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, other than that caution, and kind of I almost got turned on that last run. That was about to be a very big oh no moment. I don't think I've ever smashed my clutch so hard in my life to keep that sucker from actually spinning. But no, I mean, I got good stage points. You're right. I got a good finish. Can't complain. It gives me the points and maybe a buffer going into Pocono that I'm probably gonna need.
Really? You ran well at Pocono too.
I mean, who knows? Like maybe next week Ed comes across my nose again. Maybe I go across his nose. I don't know.
I gotta know, how much were you cussing at Nance after he came across your nose and gave you some damage?
You mean no, it was Ed, not Nance.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it wasn't bad because I don't know. I had good stage points. I did what I wanted to do. I didn't. The only thing I was worried about was how much rear damage I had, which was a lot worse than the front. The front seemed pretty clean, but I also did not enjoy having to go back through the field because passing was not easy. But no, it was. I try to keep my comments and my anger withheld until I see how much damage I had, and it wasn't as much as I thought. So I was like, okay, cool, it's fine. I'll try and make it up.
It was probably just awkward silence in team chat until you got to your pit lane. More
There was a lot of I'm sorry's and a lot of it's okay. It's fine. I've killed him before. It's just payback at this point.
Good old JRM out there, but man, good race for you tonight. Like I said, P3. Good luck next week at Pocono. Let's get your shout outs in.
Well, gotta thank everyone that shows up. I feel like we have a pretty good group, and I like racing around everybody. Brugg, Ed, me, Scott, Greg, Angel, like all had really good battles up front. I feel like all the sponsors that put this on, Miller for Xfinity, SFH for ARCA, and I think AC for trucks. You up in the booth, all the admins, everybody watching, my teammates. I cherish them, even though tonight was not our best moment. But my teammates, I love racing with them. I think that's it.
Oh my god,
all right, man. Later. All right, from one Xfinity admin to another. Just talked to him earlier in the
yeah.
race, talking about how he wished he flooded the place. Man,
You know what? You know what? Take it all back. This place is awesome. I come back here every year.
maybe you just gotta talk crap about a racetrack and make you do better. But yeah, it looks like you had a chance to chase Brugg down. You and Angel were closing in on him, and then I guess Brugg turned on the jets and just checked out. You were chasing down a little bit. I think maybe if you had a couple more laps, you might have had a shot. But unfortunately, falling just a little bit short here tonight.
Yeah, I was behind Bill and I was kind of taking it easy, and then I think it was like 10 laps or 11 laps ago, and Tony was like, because I was more or less like I was catching them with Bill, and I was like, I'm gonna let Bill kind of decide what's gonna happen, but then Bill just, I don't know if his tires were starting to go or if he just didn't want to push it. But that's where eventually it got to like 10 laps, and Tony was like, you should probably just go. And I was like, all right. So I passed on the outside. I wish I would have passed him sooner because I didn't expect to pass Angel so fast, too. But yeah, like Brugg and I were just talking in the podium finishers, and it was like, he's like, man, if it was a couple more laps, we've been racing. I was like, yeah. Like I said, I wish I would have passed. I wish I would have pushed it a little more with Moore and got past him quicker.
I mean, if he has a dozer attached, you would have got past it a lot quicker.
Yeah. Well, there was a couple times where I easily could have just, packed a little air on that corner, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to do that and get in trouble. Well, okay, actually, what I said was because when I was talking, because it was the other Bill Peters. He's like, you just gotta push, man. You gotta get past him. I was like, man, I've already killed an SVR driver this season out of like second place at Bristol. I was like, I don't need that on my conscience, because I talk to those guys all the time, and if I wrecked 2 of them out of a podium spot this season, I probably got kicked out of their Discord.
Well, man, you kind of made up the fact you got no stage points here tonight with a solid P3 finish. I mean, you're only 2 above the cut line going
P2.
You're only 2 above the cut line going into Pocono, but out of Pocono.
Where am I? Oh, Mike, barely.
Barely. You're only 2 above. The cut line. The cut line's 2042. You're at 2044.
Okay. Well, I'll finish well at Pocono.
Look, I'll figure it out.
Put that down. Yeah, we'll figure it out. It'll be like last season or the season before. I'll need to win the race, and actually, no, I'm in a good spot this time because it's like, I think last year was Kentucky as well, screwed me, or oh no, it was Bristol. I stepped on my proverbial wiener that race. But
why is none of this counting?
yeah, it's always the second race where I have to push the most. I'm glad that I at least finished with the second place, so I don't have to worry as much, but if I can at least get, I think, a top 10 and some stage points next week, I should be good probably.
All right, man. Well, good luck next week at Pocono. Let you get your shout outs in.
All right, thanks, man. Yeah, shout out, Medlin Fan Club. You probably have gotten to witness them tonight. They probably are routing. It's probably going crazy over there. I told them I probably wouldn't even finish top 10. All of our sponsors in the league, and as well as you guys that put on this broadcast, so I can have something to do while I'm at work and not be bored. Yeah, I appreciate all you guys do, and the whole league as a whole.
All right, man. Later.
Thanks, Isaac.
All right, now to our race winner, Johnny Brugg, locking himself into the round of 8. Don't got to worry about nothing next week at Pocono except for maybe some more playoff points. You do get 2 here tonight, winning the stage and winning the overall race. Almost maxed out on points too. You missed the stage 1 win by just a couple tenths there.
Yeah, big weight off my shoulders. It should feel good going into Pocono then, but still gonna try and collect as many points and stage wins and possibly a win there if I can. Since it's only the previous round that transitions over, so I don't have as big of a cushion anymore. So gotta try and grab those points when I can.
Yeah, it was a good race. You and Angel had some good battle going on. Angel had a moment coming off of 4 that kind of gave you the lead, and I don't think you ever looked back after collecting that lead when he got loose. I think you led every lap after that. I gotta ask you though, that caution came out. People started pitting. How close were you to coming down pit lane under green flag conditions?
I don't remember what lap was it.
Oh, like lap
Oh, you're
115.
saying how close was I to
Yeah.
pit before that caution came out?
Yes.
I was gonna pit on lap 115.
So it
and
was
I
like
think
a couple laps before then.
yeah, me and Park both were like, thank God, because that really played into my hands. Because I mean, even if I stayed to 115, I think one of the guys up front would have undercut on 114 and maybe jumped me there, you know. So that really played out nicely. I can't complain.
All right, man. Congrats on the win here tonight. Let you get your shoutouts in, and I would wish you good luck at next week at Pocono. Don't really need it, but I do want to wish you good luck in 2 weeks at Kansas.
Hey, give me that good luck next week too. I want the extra point.
Nah, you don't need
But
it.
but yeah, I just want to shout out my team, Vendetta Sim Sports. Those boys are awesome. We went back to back because Sean won last week, and then I got into victory lane this week. Unfortunately, a couple of those guys weren't able to make it tonight, but it was fun racing with Park tonight. He got a good finish in P6, so good points day overall. I just want to shout out the league and every sponsor that donates or anybody who contributes that helps fund this thing every week. And definitely a big shout out to the admins that put this all together. And lastly, I always got to thank you up in the broadcast booths for doing a great job. Definitely looking forward to watching it back.
All right, man. Later.
See you, man.
All right, so Johnny Brugg collecting a win here tonight at the Pocono. Here tonight at Kentucky, locks himself into the final 8. Just a quick look at points. I mean, this could change. I don't remember any playoff drivers causing issues. We'll see. Anyways, as of right now, Brugg not only leading the points, but he does get his way in. Andrew Hernandez, Davey Hendricks, William Moore, Greg Rogers, Jeff Mellon, Zach Bucher, and Chase Harden. Your 8 drivers above the cut line going into next week of Pocono. But that cut line battle's getting interesting as Harden and Park are tied with 2042. Flanagan sitting there at 2034 just behind them. Scott Stewart, even with some stage points, he unfortunately is going to need some massive help next week, some good stage points to make his way in. So it's an interesting battle because from 5th to 8th or 9th is 3 points, and Moore is just 3 points ahead of that. So very interesting battle going into next week at Pocono. You all stay safe, have a good night. We'll catch you guys tomorrow night.